on the night. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being...
The Nuggets trail. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Before in the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Jones. And it's Strother in at the small forward. Here's Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Well, when Edwards gets this high, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Now the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Gordon finds Murray. To the left side wing. Strother. Jokic. It's good on the putback.
Well, the first guy you have to box out there, Nikola Jokic. That's just bad recognition.
Now here's Edwards. Takes it from 10. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Jones kicks to Jokic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jokic has got 16.
And that time, Jokic having the play created for him. And he obliges with the bucket.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo hits it from three-point range. He has 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when Gordon is on his game, he affects every part of the game at both ends.
The first free throw is good. Shams, the Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title, couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that three-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they've defended him is not cutting it.
Last year, getting it done. Came in about 14 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, But what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And Edwards drops them both.
Well, you know. Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of the game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, and Murray, one of the best free throw shooters in this league, always happy to go to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And so Murray nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, or Dan here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Bryant, there will be a face on this crop.
And we cannot wait.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Denver calls timeout. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Porter's checked in for Denver. Murray against DiVincenzo. Murray, good.
That just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is. When he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Now DiVincenzo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
Well, and the amount of turnovers he forced as well. Very aggressive on the defensive end.
Murray, the pass to Jones. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
They get it back. Edwards kicks to Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. A nice shot by McDaniels. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got two phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with it?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray kicks to Jones. Jokic high post. 6 to shoot. Murray the pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
Randall's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Outside Edwards. From the line, it's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones finds Porter, and then Gordon with the dunk.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 12. Tipped away. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one is off.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the second free throw, good. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Jones kicks to Murray. Porter inside. McDaniels defending. Porter, no luck. To the inside. Here's DiVincenzo.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Pass to Jones. Out to the wing. Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Reed. And Edwards with a clear path to the... Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Murray against DiVincenzo. Edwards, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Jokic is such an intelligent player. He'll bait guys into a foul, whether it's with the pump fake or something else.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
First free throw is good.
Well, the metronome-like consistency of Jokic, one reason he's a multiple-time league MVP.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Bones Island subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Denver, Christian Brown's checked in for Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jamal Murray.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Minnesota calls timeout, and things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Westbrook. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
And converting free throws at a high rate?
So it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Free throw, good. Jokic. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Murray against DiVincenzo. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against Miami, that's number 9 on the season for them. They should start feeling good about themselves at that point.
Edwards passes to Randle. Edwards inside, working on Jones. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A 12-point game. And finished off by Edwards.
And right there, Edwards shows you his ability to impact both sides of the ball.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. And it's in off the backboard. Murray's got 8 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging. To defend.
DiVincenzo passes to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Minnesota leading by 12. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jones. Jokic trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Randall outside. Out left to the wing. From 17 feet out. And the shot falls short this time. The Nuggets trail by 14. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
Man, what a move by Edwards. That was phenomenal.
And here's the fast break. Puts it up from 12, and he gets the bucket. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Jones dishes to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Makes it off the glass. Jokic has got 23 points.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
And the pass to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 19 points in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Denver making a switch here. Swathers checked in. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Randall. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Bones Island subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Edwards against Jones. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Watson. And here's a fast break. Watson leading the way. Here's Brown. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Island deciding where to go with it. Shot from 12. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in there.
Gobert. 2 shots.
And Gobert drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Westbrook against Highland. Outside Westbrook. Down low, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Over Watson. The 15-footer. Good. Reed's got 12.
Yeah, really not where you expect Reed to shoot from, but he clearly made the right choice by taking that shot.
Passes it to Watson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
"17 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with the 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Jones is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot is good. And it's 9 points for Aaron Gordon.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Here he goes. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Jones. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Murray finds Jokic.